Hey guys, the spending summertime that in the book. Okay. Many of those who lapsed had lacked a loving attitude toward their body. If haters binged on a dinner of nachos and burritos, for example, they'd head to the gym the next day and pummel themselves with exercises as a form of punishment. That's the dictator coming out again. When you train yourself like this out of self-hate, it is not effective, nor will it sustain a lifetime of health and fitness. Although healing your body is a powerful motivator initially, it will eventually drive you to make decisions that aren't in your best interest. Here is another example. Imagine you hit your belly. To you, it's disgusting, the ugly, and you just want it gone. You are angry with yourself for even letting yourself get a belly. So you force yourself to go to the gym. You perform some kind of insane, intense workout because you hate your belly. In essence, you're punishing yourself out of hate. The attitude of hating eventually demotivates you. At some point, you get sick of hating your body. Next, your motivation fades because it's just a feeling, and you just want to feel good. You fall off the wagon and say, screw it. I just want to love myself now and feel good. So you stop all exercise and you binge on your favorite foods. Does this cycle sound familiar? You simply cannot make the best decisions if you hate yourself. In fact, many people who hate themselves in the body decide to follow self-destructive paths to look good. They go on extreme diets. They take anabolic steroids to build muscle. They undergo one plastic surgery of a procedure after another. They might look temporarily good, but over time, these choices can ultimately lead to poor health and poor looks. Put another way, good health looks good. Bad health looks bad. Pursue health through self-love, and the looks will follow. Pursue through self-hate, and your health will eventually suffer, and you will lose the looks. Put another way. Wait. Okay. So train yourself out of self-love. Practice saying, how can I take care of myself in the gym with exercise? Repeat this over and over in your mind, and it will move you from self-hate to self-love, and ultimately a healthier, more amazing, looking body, and a powerfully positive mental health. Once I started teaching my clients to train and eat because they love their body instead of hate it. The results were amazing. Clients succeeded faster, and their success seemed more effortless. They also stayed fit and had healthy. Their techniques and training methods didn't change, but how they applied them did. Let's use a different example. Say you look in a mirror and you objectively notice that you haven't been taking good care of the only body you have. This does not make you a bad or disgusting person. In fact, at this moment, you realize how much you love yourself. You want to start taking care of yourself. When you do go to the gym, you work out because you love your body. You eat healthy foods because you love your body. You follow a healthy lifestyle routine with good sleep and stress management because you love your body. Also, love doesn't necessarily mean like. Sometimes I don't like my kids, but I always love them. Loving your body simply means you want to take care of your body. It also allows you to separate self-image from body image. It is okay to look in the mirror and notice you have excess body fat, or that you need more strength. But that does not mean you are a bad person, or that you don't deserve respect. Ask yourself this question: If I truly enjoy walking out and eating right, can I sustain these behaviors for a lifetime? That, of course, you can. Once you make this shift in how you think about exercise and diet, the rest is easy. Switching your focus to loving yourself will give you the breakthrough you need. You'll discover that healthy looks good on you. Appearance forces health. Of all the reasons people give for beginning or maintaining a fitness regime, regimen, the most popular by far is to improve the appearance of their body. I would even venture to say that if exercise did nothing to improve appearance, but still provided all the other benefits, such as improving health, increasing mobility, reducing stress, building strength, and so forth, gyms and fitness classes would lose 70 to 80% of their members. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it does provide us with valuable information that can help all of us with how we value fitness and how we prioritize it in our everyday lives. I am also confident that the remaining minority, 20 to 30% of the people who currently work out, would stay with it. Regardless, the secret to long-term success with fitness lies within that minority group. The secret, of course, is consistency. Even a subpar workout program done consistently is far more effective than the best and well-planned workout that is done inconsistently. There are many factors that can contribute to consistency, but chief among them is the core reason you work out. Focusing on appearance as the main driver will prevent you from developing a good relationship between you and exercise, and oftentimes will result in worse results, even if you still work out consistently. The best long-term approach is to value exercise for all its other benefits. This will lead to consistency, which will then lead to better aesthetic results. Ironically, not focusing on appearance will give you better chances at improving your appearance through fitness. Keep the following in mind. A healthy body looks good, and an unhealthy body does not. Make looks the primary focus, and oftentimes you will sacrifice your health through unhealthy dieting, overtraining, punishment dieting, exercising, and etc. For the pursuit of appearance, as your health declines, so will your appearance. Make health your primary focus, and the looks will follow. More so than any other factor, more than knowledge, even more than the perfect plan. Discipline, realistic goal setting, and mindset that determine your success in fitness and in life. Do you really want these things? If so, tap into the power of these abilities and step into your best, healthiest future. Well, I'm not sure whether to call this a new chapter or not. But we're going on to part part two of the book. The workouts that maximize metabolism, health, and longevity. Chapter 6. The power of priming. Get resistance ready. Done. Okay. With the workouts and guidelines in this part of the book, the number one goal is adaptation, so that you keep making progress without plateaus. Adaptation means continual muscle development, strength, fat loss, greater mobility, athleticism, and ultimately better health. And improved aesthetics. Without the proper muscular adaptation signals, your body will actually avoid developing muscle and losing weight. Thus, each workout makes adaptation the sole focus of the programs. Adaptation starts with proper priming. Priming is the first component of all the resistance training evolution workouts. This refers to specialized exercises designed to activate the adaptation process. There is a difference between priming and warming up. When I became a personal trainer, my first certification courses paid little attention to warm-ups. We were told that a warm muscle was more pliable, and therefore it was best to get the muscles warm with some cardio and to do some long hold stretches, static stretching. Prior to moving into a workout, and so this approach is what the vast majority of we trainers did with our clients. Then some scientific data surfaced that turned everything on its ear. Studies were published showing that static stretching prior to a workout actually increased the rate of injury and also reduced power. Our part in athletic performance. This is new information when 180 degrees counter to what we all thought was common knowledge. We learned that static stretching sends a signal to our central nervous system that says, relax this muscle, and send a weakness signal to it. This is fine if you're going to lie down or relax after static stretching, but it is not a good thing if you want to work out and activate your muscles. a relaxed muscle from a static stretch has less strength and stability, and this increases risk of injury. So the conventional practice of warming up is not at all what it's cracked up to be. Fortunately, we now have a better opinion. Priming. Not only does proper priming reduce injury risk, but it also increases functional ranges of motion, improves immediate strength output, improves overall performance, and makes your workouts more effective. Priming your body tells your central nervous system to fire muscles in ways that are beneficial for your individual body, and sets up your muscles for your workout. Here is an example. Let's say I have a client who has poor posture in the form of forward sloping shoulders. This situation looks just like it sounds. Shoulders founded forward. It is a very common posture issue these days, especially in people who spend hours each day slumped over their computer and at a desk. If I took this client through a squat or a bench press, that posture would compromise his or her positioning, power, and the overall effectiveness of the workout. Take the barbell squat, for instance. An effective and efficient barbell squat has many moving parts, and all of them influence one another. To execute the squat properly, you have to maintain a tall posture with shoulder blades squeezed back and down, and your hands placed firmly on the bar. If any of these points are compromised by poor posture, your upper back tends to roll forward and strength output is reduced. Less weight can be lifted and less muscle is built. A forward posture also increases the risk of lower back rounding, which increases the risk of injury. In this example, my client can prime by performing some light band rows, in which the focus is on squeezing the shoulders back and down. This signals the central nervous system to get into the best position for barbell squats. Priming thus results in better results in performance, because ideal movement is achieved in a shorter period of time. Priming makes your workouts safer and more effective. Both of which support continued muscle development. So when you follow one of the workouts in this book, you can expect faster results with less work. more muscle, more rapid fat loss, and ongoing perpetual progress. That's the resistance training evolution way. You will be introduced to four workouts in this part of the book. The total body Anywell program. I developed this program specifically for the beginner who has little to no experience with resistance training, or who hasn't trained consistently for a few years. It is geared toward increasing strength, developing muscle, and improving overall health, stability, and mobility, and comes with the full workout breakdown that tells you exactly what to do for your workouts throughout an entire 9-week period. All you need are resistance bands, a stability ball, and your own body weight. if you have a big start here, best of all, you can do this workout anywhere. This chapter also includes the mobility program. As a reminder, mobility is foundational to success. That's everything for today. and yeah, making progress. And so till the next time.